going on, people? Flying saucer right off the bat. Letting people filter in here. I've got a cup of coffee. I am coloring this Mavericks Thunder Punch crossover cover. And yeah, that's what's going on here. So, spread the link, give a thumbs up, subscribe, do all the stuff that you know you should do to be a good viewer. My camera is on my other computer, so you get the little icon today. Hello, Mad Cat Art. Welcome, welcome. So we're going to be coloring in Clip Studio Paint. Some Mechs. I got to finish this thing up. Oh, why are you laggy? Because I'm streaming? Is that what it is? So I've got the light coming from the upper right here. And music is kind of loud in my ears. Yeah, that's better. Can you all hear it? I need you all to tell me the ratio to music to voice. All right, so we're going to have this light hitting from the right here. So what I'm going to do, I think, everything kind of needs to cast a shadow that way. I didn't finish coloring this guy. Why did I do that? Why did I fail miserably? I gotta pull up the reference on my phone here. For the colors for that. Okay, it's pretty simple. Pretty simple and straightforward. I just have to... Oh, that's all I got? Okay, well, there. How about that? All I gotta do is go down here to the colors and this little... What? That color? Why is this not... It's very close to that. Oh, there we go. That's better. It's a little kind of leather strap here. Hyper Potatoes, picture pages. That's right. Time for picture pages. Grab your crayons and your pencils. Kids, you may not understand that reference. That reference is now laden with baggage. Baggage is what that has now. All right, the gun is light and dark. Okay, so it's... Oh, I see. I see here. We'll go here. Use the same one. So, Monday morning, we're getting going here as best we can. How are y'all? What are y'all doing? What's going on in your world? Okay, so there's that. And then it's a lighter gray. We'll take this. No, this one. Yeah, there we go. And I'll just quickly get here. All right. And then it's kind of the same color as Thunder Punch. These little energy. Maybe just for some difference, I'll make theirs green-ish. More green. I think it's kind of greenish. Yeah, it's kind of a turquoise. That's all right. Do they have... Okay, I'm thinking here. Not thinking. I'm looking at a reference that I have on my phone. Put that there. Okay. And then that's not even going to show up because it's off panel or off page. Oh, in there. Okay. Now I can go back up here and grab my correct. Which one did I use? Is that one? That one. Okay. Sip and save. So we're gonna have a little shadow here. And on the gun. I think I'm gonna make another layer. Make a screen layer. And I'm going to take this. Wait, yeah, this. Oh, and hit the wrong button. And then this again. Okay, and then select invert. And then we'll get actually, no, stop. More like that, but bring it down. And then we have to erase. Everybody's slow getting going here. Filtering in and conversing and things on the live stream. Is everybody awake? What are y'all doing? I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm doing this all wrong. Hold on. I'm gonna do this. Select this and select. That's better. Hello, Miko. All right, let me. Oh, what happened? Now I can go through. Oh, nope, wrong one. And then do a bigger, erase bigger sections more easily. Trying to get some coffee, need caffeine. I am probably on my 6th cup at the moment. Just had the first spam call of the day, so there's that. Oh, no, keep that one there. There. Okay, wait a minute. Oops. Now I'll select red. Go back up here. What's up? AL is here. Alfonso, would you recommend this program over Microsoft Paint? Depends on how funny you want your in drawing. I got some legal stuff to help my parents with, but that sounds fun. We took the kids back to school shopping. If you can handle that next year, I would appreciate it. Sorry, I think you're on your own there. Did you get all the Trapper Keepers and jams and Jordache jeans? Did they want the Spuds McKenzie lunchbox? That's what kids are into. Kids love the Spuds McKenzie reference on their TikToks. Topical references. Gotta have your pulse on the pop culture references. Muerta Anunciada had a Gremlins lunchbox. Nice. Thunder Punch needs a little hat. Clothes shopping was simpler before I had a 16-year-old trying to impress a cheerleader. What's a Jordache jean? School bag and lots of clothes. I had a Garfield lunchbox. I also have a Black Hole lunchbox, a Fall Guy lunchbox, and a Kung Fu lunchbox. Oops, undo. What did I do? What am I doing? The Fall Guy lunchbox somebody bought me about like 8 years ago because they knew my love of the Fall Guy. And nobody knows what the Fall Guy is anymore. He's the unknown stunt man. That's who he is. Banana Splits lunchbox is cooler. I never was much on the Banana Splits. Okay. I did this really the hard way. The stupid way, but that's all right. I don't care. I don't care. As long as it gets done, it gets done. Favorite hat in elementary school was my Wendy's Where's the Beef hat. Where's the beef? There's a timely reference. Or Bartman. I had a Bartman t-shirt in 8th grade that I bought on a trip to Washington, D.C. And I bought it, I think I might have bought it on the street. So clearly it was licensed. It's all on the up and up. All these are making me feel old. That's right. Welcome to the live stream. They should make you feel. Don't think of it as making you feel old. You should feel superior. That our references are much better than what the kids got today. They don't even know. They don't know Saturday morning cartoons. Or actually, my son knows a lot of references now, but only because of Fortnite. So Fortnite is what is educating the current preteen generation about references. Like he knows about Terminator and well, I guess kids. I mean, there's still Terminator movies, but what is something else? A lot of comic characters like Superman and Beast Boy and all that, just because of Fortnite, not because of comics. Something else recently that he knew about, but only because it was in Fortnite. I can't remember. What's all this then, Nick Welch? You tell me. I had a Roger Rabbit t-shirt from Belk or Gafers. I don't know what Gafers is. Trenches here. Let's save this real quick. I wish I could remember what the reference was. Anyway, video games. That's what licensing in video games is. What is keeping the pop culture alive. All right, I'm gonna use a soft eraser here. I'm cutting into the light instead of like putting light. I usually don't do it this way, but it's good to mix things up. Brian Shearer makes comics? I had no idea. It's true. Teen Titans Go referenced some obscure stuff. Yeah, clearly, I should be known for other things like, I don't know. I'm too far north for Gafers, yeah. Dillards. Oh, we had Dillards, though. Still have Dillards. Different eraser there. With Blizzard EA scandals, I hope that soon we get a universal console for all games. Well, that won't happen. All right. Why is the opacity not? It's weird. Don't know what that's about, but okay. Is this in the book? This is a crossover for Mavericks Indiegogo. MAVRICF. So somebody has a link to that in the they could post. Why is this not? Okay, maybe that's better. They could post it in the description. That'd be great. The creators of that backed Thunder Punch and got the commission tier, but they wanted their commission to be the cover. Did you get jeans at county seat? Nope, didn't have a county seat. All the kids here went to. Maybe we did have a county seat in the mall. Maybe. We had Blumenthal's. That was a place downtown. My brother's girlfriend didn't even get. Where am I? A Hindenburg reference in The Simpsons. Your generation, all the cool historical events like the Great War and the launch of the Model T. Kids taking reference. Amazon's non-problematic. And I guess kids get a lot of movie references just because we're remaking everything. So there's that. Wait, what's this for? I'll post the link. Maverick, Mavrics is on Indiegogo. Somebody, I should have done my homework. The problem I have with StreamYard getting these streams set up is I have to manually re-enter all the description links every single time. I don't think there's an option to save them. And so I do the bare minimum. Where's Kusmeti? I don't know where she is. I haven't seen her today. There it is, Mavericks. Thank you, Nick. So this is a stretch goal that just got unlocked, and so they needed to have something to show, so they needed to get it done. And I've shipped out all the art books have shipped except for the ones that are getting 9 by 12 drawings or 11 by 17 drawings, because those are taking a little bit longer to draw. But all the other tiers they're out. I don't know if they've arrived yet, but they're out. I see people are posting some pictures that they've been getting them. It's a little late on getting that fulfilled, but it happens. I'm just one guy. You always get your stuff. Maybe a couple months late, but you always get your stuff. That's my track record. If you're wondering, should I back this guy? Will he fulfill? Yes. I always fulfill. But there just always seems to be delays. Let's get this. No, wrong eraser. Yeah, I think that's the right one, Nick. If it's spelled that way. I can't click on that link from within StreamYard. I'm not on YouTube. On YouTube proper. Let's see. That sounds right. Not good much trolling around, but I came through the end. It's all right. We all have our roles to play. Yeah, that's it. All the evidence points to you having posted the correct link. Well done. But now, easy listening. You're listening to the smooth tones of Gunship Thunder Punch. Save. Okay. Let's add another. Let's see. Go back to the multiply layer. How was everybody's weekend? Erase. Wait, no. Erase this one. Yep. It's okay. I went to a car show. I haven't been to a car show in a long time. Was there a DeLorean there? Or a Dodge 69 Dodge Charger? A Challenger. Or a Mercury Cougar, like my neighbor used to have. Jarrett Richard had a good weekend working on a paracord wristwatch strap. Huh. I think I'm gonna do a Thunder Punch sculpture. I've been researching. Also started learning to play the banjo in the last couple weeks. Somebody at church who's a banjo player and had gotten a new banjo gave me a banjo because he heard I was mentioned I wanted to get one and learn. And he gave me his old banjo. I did not expect. So now I'm looking up YouTube videos and here and there. No DeLorean. Yes to the Cougar and the Charger. Awesome. My neighbor had a green Mercury Cougar just shoved up next to his shed under a tree. And I never saw it run. This would have been in the early 80s. So it was only about 20 years old then. I guess it was his car back in the day. Back in the day. It wasn't the day then. But it was right by the tire swing. Things you didn't expect to hear in the stream. I started learning to play the banjo. Yeah, I am in another life, aka high school and college, early 20s. I was all into bluegrass guitar. I play the guitar and a little bit on the mandolin. I was a musician in another life. So, and by another life again, I mean this life, just a long time ago. Oh yeah, I hate it when they just let them rot away. At the time, you didn't think it was just their old car. It was kind of that. Now you look at it and go, "Are you kidding me?" What am I doing here? Artists always overlap with music. It's a thing. What am I? Oh, there it is. I assumed you already knew to play the banjo, Mr. King banjo. That's right. That actually came from Space Coast. You are small now, Banjo, but one day you will be Banjo, King of the Sea Monkeys. That's the line where my eBay and email username on Gmail came from. I've had that since college. Do you like Newgrass? I do like Newgrass. I like old stuff and I like new stuff. I like Steel Drivers. I like what's else to do? The Pandora. Oh, what was it? A Cadillac Sky. They're good. I like some Ricky Skaggs. He's old grass, I guess. But all right, where am I? I'm kind of losing track of where I am here. I'm just kind of hopping all around. It's all right. So yeah, Thunder Punch statue. So I'm trying to. I have some Sculpey. I've had forever. I guess it's still good. But I had questions about how to bake it, and I figured that out now. So yeah, I'm gonna see if I can't work up a Thunder Punch. There's Kusmeti. You were being asked for. Jared's been doing a little sculpting too. I did I did a little bit. I'm pretty confident I can do it. But I've also got some paintings. I have some paintings in the house. I don't ever really show them, but I want to do some painting just for me. Just haven't gotten it. You know, again, one guy. It's only so much time. Energy, and I have a kid. You don't get to do everything at once in this life. Maybe when I retire. I'm never going to retire. I'll be working till I'm getting ready to be embalmed. Your avatar is a chibi style Hellboy sculpt. Oh, I can't really tell. Your avatar is always been like just a series of colors and shapes in my head. Pressure being a mod is now off my plate. Yeah, my rowdy viewership. Gotta watch you people. Can't turn my back for a second. I've been backing off the internet a bit too. Just like as far as checking Facebook and Twitter and all that. You were in the garden watching Chicken TV. Don't respond, don't be offended. I'm waiting for calls from lawyers and financial advisors. That sounds horrifying. You have my condolences. Bunch of animals in here. I know. Oh, if I click on this, I can see your. Oh, there now. I can see the Hellboy. That's pretty good. From what I see. Let me see. Let me get. Is it this layer? It is this layer. Soften some of this up here. What else is going on? I had a wedding this weekend. My wife was dehydrated and passed out, so we spent Saturday in the ER. That was that took about 2 years off my life. So there's that. Drink your water, kids. Another screen layer. Yeah, she's okay. It was hot. It was an outside wedding, and she had not been drinking enough water, and it just kind of hit her. So seems like you get a lot of wings. I've only had two. I've had two this year, and that's the most I've had in a decade. You go through that your 20s when everybody you know is getting married, and then it settles down, and then everybody you know has babies, and then that kind of starts settling down, and then you run into the second marriages. This wasn't a second marriage. This was somebody younger from church, but the weddings have slowed. Cherish the times, Nick. Yeah. That's right. Kusmeti is here. Now, I gotta retrain my brain not to swear in some other language that I didn't know I was doing. Now tell the class on dated references. Brian pretty much covered Spuds McKenzie. Then babies start getting married. All that might be out of fashion by the time it happens to us. That's true. Yeah, that's also a thing, Nick. Oh, I didn't do. This colored line here. So then kids start going off. Your kids and your friends' kids and nieces and nephews start going off to college. That's where I am now. So my nephew, the first batch of my brother and other friends' kids are going off to college this fall. So it's like we're just hit that. Actually, my nephew moves into his dorm this week. Middle age. That's good stuff. You're not really old yet, but you're not really young either. I guess that's why it's called middle age. You're homeless. It should be called the homeless age. Like, all right, Nick. See ya. Hey, Elson, that's right. You going to where the weather is a lot nicer. I still got the years left in me. It's just that it's just hard to find a home. Kids think I'm old. They make no distinction. It's true. Well, kids are stupid. Kids don't know what's what, but you're old enough to know you're not old, but you're also old enough to know you're not young. And you're also old enough to know that the kids in their 20s, and especially around maybe mid-late 20s, that the middle age is coming for them faster than they think. It really doesn't take that long. They think they're immune, but it's right around the corner. So we laugh. So my high school students that I taught 15 years ago now, but I just turned 30 while I was teaching. And now they are older than I was then. And I know some of them on Facebook. And it's just funny to see them make the posts about getting older. And I'm like, I remember when you were in the prime of your life. Now here you are in your 30s. Ever since the white streak showed up in your hair, you've been done. My beard turned white, and in the last 5 years. So middle age is easier than being a young. I wouldn't be a kid again. I wouldn't be in my 20s or college or high school for anything. Not for all the money in the world. Yeah, don't go to Tijuana. In general, probably avoid Mexico. I've heard stories, and this was back in the day. It might be worse now, but I had a friend that got left overnight in Tijuana. They were at San Diego, and they were at a club, or they were bar hopping in Tijuana, and this would have been in probably early 2000s, maybe even late 90s. I don't know, but they him and his there was a group of them, and they just noticed that everybody else had left and just left them. And all the taxis would not run to the border after a certain time, which was then. So one of the bouncer or somebody there at that club they were at, told them, he said, all right, you get in a taxi, you go to this address, to this bar. He said, don't leave there until the morning. So they stayed all night in a bar that offered questionable services, trying not to make eye contact with anyone until daybreak, when the taxi would take them back to the border. And they walked back in the hotel at like 6 in the morning, and everybody woke up and they're like, you left us in Tijuana. So I've never had a desire to go to Tijuana. Actually, I know somebody who had a family friend who got arrested, just disappeared for a while in Mexico. I think he eventually reemerged, but he just got, they'll throw you in jail and stay there as long as they want. These are all stories you can tell your kids to keep them out of trouble. Feel free to appropriate my stories. No Passmaster Dan. There was none of that. Other stuff, but not that. They basically stayed in a brothel. My 20s were spent working for Tony. trying to figure out what I wanted to do with my life. And just starting to make comics. When you were younger, your plan was to retire in Mexico. You know who had the right idea was Bill Watterson. Just have something very successful and then just check out of public life and go paint. And then that's it. Just, you're done. That would be nice. Don't stop doing stuff, though. You got to keep doing things. I know too many older people who just stop and then they decay, especially in your 60s, 70s, really. If you stop being active and doing things, you're done. Had a pimp in the car with you, but never knowingly went to a brothel. Well, apparently this was the only place they'd be safe, oddly enough, in Mexico. You're like, order a beer, sip on it all night, and don't make eye contact with anybody. The guy who created Minecraft is bored now with all the Minecraft money. Well, you know, money doesn't, not gonna make you. I think at this point, with all the Hollywood stories, and we have enough information to know that, you know, having an abundance of money doesn't make you happy. You need to have money to pay your bills and do things. But if you're looking at that to just be the end all be all, I think it's pretty clear that no, that's not going to do it for you. Having a choice, hard to run a farm and a homestead without being active. It's a good thing. Lived most of my life as a child in third world countries. Yeah, I got stories. Yeah, Washington definitely checked out. Shannon Gallant, my penciler on G.I. Joe, he actually hung out with him. They have a mutual friend, and he got to go to the Smithsonian. Just a group of them, did, you know, 4 guys. One of them was Bill Watterson, so he got to talk to him a lot. He was an interesting guy, apparently. Save. Michael Jackson could spend $500,000. Yeah, problem is, at the end of the day, no matter how much money you got, you're left with yourself. It's still you. Have to give it a try anyway. I heard that Michael Jackson had like a fake store with actors, like a grocery store, who were paid to ignore him so he could have the normal experience of going to a store without being assaulted by fans. Could live on the $500,000 for the rest of my life. Yeah, I mean, I don't need much. I need my bills paid. I mean, I can't complain now. I mean, I'm able to for 10 years now. I've been able to do this for a living. So, I mean, I'm not rich, but if you could, what would you do with that type of retirement? Like to restore old toys, cars, and fish? Well, I'd definitely fish. I would paint, play music. I think there would be a lot of fishing. I'd probably get into like more. I mean, I would always do the draw. I mean, I would always draw, so I would still put out some books. I probably, you know what I would do? I would just sit around and draw like the ridiculous things that I would draw on a live stream. I would just doodle, and then I would make art books of the doodles. That's it. And then I would just paint for myself and sculpt, music, fish, some other things, but I think the stress of actually just making a comic, like it would just have to be something here and there I did, but it's a lot of work. Buy an island and start a party like the fire festival. Oh, March here, yeah. You and Kusmeti. I have a stack of stuff I've set aside to ship you, and then I realized I haven't scanned it in, and it's stuff I want to include in a future art book. So I've just got to scan that stuff in and then mail it to you. I meant to put it on hold. I put Patreon, because I haven't shut it down yet, on hold for July, and I forgot to do it for. I'll throw some more extra stuff in there for you. In fact, I need to ship that out this week. I need to just get that done and shut Patreon down. It's been going on too long. So I'm not on Patreon. Well, I'm going to be off Patreon very soon. Go Locals is where I'm at now. Link in the description. If I had the camera, I'd show you what I'm going to send you too. It's right over there. Is that a dating app? It's not a dating app. It really is a bad name for a... It used to be. Forgot about the sketch club. I haven't. It's one of those things that people, if you ever think, wow, I haven't heard from Brian, he hasn't sent me such. Oh, I think about stuff often, and it stresses me out because I'm like, oh crap, I still haven't done that, and then I get overwhelmed. And then because I'm old, time flies by, and before I know it, when I think it's only been a week, it's been like 3 weeks, and then a month, and then I'm like, oh crap. I'm gonna do move on to this. I would also do more animation. I still want to do some animation. It's just time intensive. I have all these ideas and all these things I would like to do now. Like I'd like to do more Thunder Punch animation. I want to do, again, I'm just a guy. I'm just one guy who has ideas and needs a staff. And unlimited energy. It's part of the reason why sometimes, well, most of the time my campaigns tend to be a few months late is because when I do the campaign, I think oh, that's plenty of time. I can get this done. And then I fail to take into account life and exhaustion. And then that makes me stressed. But I think it's more me putting more pressure on myself than anybody else. Nobody's really complaining. And then when they get their stuff, they're usually pretty happy. But I don't know. Hey, Jenny Lynn's back. Or has everyone been here and it's just I'm back because I didn't stream for a while? Maybe that's what it was. Phone is overheating. My live stream's too hot for your phone. All right, let's see. Hot live stream action. Thank you, Jenny. Good to you, Brian. Glad you're back. Brian should watch Jenny's video on the furry fish. Okay. Is this a new one? Am I not getting notifications? Again, like I said, I've decided this channel's pretty much just me hanging out and drawing. Whatever I want. The other channels I've got to do when I have a moment and some energy. Got to pace myself. And on top of all that, I'm still doing the Krav and kickboxing, and I'm taking on some training clients, just 1 or 2 during the week, and then 4 nights a week, 3 nights a week I'm teaching. I teach Krav and sparring, and then Saturdays I teach sparring. So it's like I'm tapped out. Fur-bearing trout. That's an old video. Okay. Ugh. Yeah, stretch there. What I need is another cup of coffee. I think I lost some traction on the channel by not, oddly enough, by not doing my daily stream. It's okay. I'm not really worried about the numbers. I've got to quit worrying about that. I quit trying to chase it. I was never really worried about it. I was just, you don't like things that you do not to just not be seen. But we've covered all that. All right, I need to change this. I need to go. Let's do a glow layer. That's better. I've been watching some of the old Transformer 80s cartoon, trying to figure out the frame rate that they're animating at. I'm pretty sure I figured it's 24 frames a second, but on threes. So one new frame every 2 to 3 frames. Because I'm trying to get that motion down a little more for any Thunder Punch stuff, or any animated thing. I've also started paying attention to like how in anime, especially older anime, like limited animation stuff, like 80s cartoons and a lot of anime, how they save time drawing and reusing shots. A lot of stuff, especially in the 80s cartoons that we grew up with, is the figure's just standing there and the mouth is moving, and then the figure might move 3 frames, and then it's more, and it makes you think there's more going on than there is. But let's see. Not pressing the Patreon thing. Just noticed it. My dad passed away a couple. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry. Out of the loop on everything. That and planning the fishing trip and proposal. Well, you've been busy. Sorry to hear about your dad. Being out of the loop is not a bad thing. I'm kind of perpetually out of the loop these days. I don't really watch anything like YouTube stuff or really pay attention to what's going on in the Twitters. So the president's a living example of 80s animation, moving his mouth, but nothing else. Kinda. I thought about taking my Biden caricature I did a while back last year and doing the whole, like I did with Cosby with the mouth just moving in sync with actual audio. Because that's super easy. It's just rigged in After Effects, and you just plug the audio in and it does it automatically. I may do that. Not right now, but when I need a break. That's like one of the things I could do when I have a break, and just, what would I do with it? Where would I put it? Put it on locals. $10 bass, 1 bluegill, 10 bass. Holy cow. I took an afternoon and went out to a river, and just smaller river, and saw what I caught a small bass and big old fat green sunfish. I've actually caught, for all the times I've gone and not caught anything, just because I've gone out more in this year, I've actually caught more this year than I ever have in my life. And more on artificial bait, which I never have really used before. So I want to do more Shatner, Captain Kirk mashups, like the Low Bloss commercial was, and a lot of them. Some of them I've just done for locals. I guess I could share them out wider and put them there first, so people get early access. Because for subscribers, I've only got like 8 subscribers on there. They get things first. Learn new knots. I use the same knot when I fish. I don't even know what it's called. You make a loop and then wrap it around the wire 7 times and run back through the loop. It's one I learned as a kid. And it's like, well, it's never come undone. I think just as a life skill, I should probably learn more knot tying. Lived in Florida a year. We were fishing almost every day. It was awesome. Saltwater, did a mixture of bait and lures. I did learn when I was at the beach. I bought my first cast net and figured out how to use that and caught a bunch of like bait fish and shrimp. That's what I caught my trout and eel on. The eel was creepy. Pulled the thing up. I was like, what the crap is this? Like, oh, that's an eel. Look into Cartoons 100 Years of Cinema Animation book by Gianna Berti Bendazzi. Fisherman's Knot. Is that what it's called? Well, that makes sense. Yeah, like why stop? I'll stop using what works. I guess if I wanted to tie like a leader on, I would have to learn something else. I really want to catch a shark. I've never caught a shark, and I wanted to catch one this year, but didn't happen. Okay, where am I at here? Where am I at here? Castnet 2 learned how to throw a 10-foot. Oh, wow, I'm just had like a 3-foot, and it was really windy when I was trying to learn. There's this little part of the canal. So on Oak Island, there's a canal there where you can there's one spot where everybody kind of goes to catch bait. And so I was just kind of watching people, and it took me about a half hour to figure it out. And it was a tropical storm we had a tropical storm come through. So it was kind of windy when I was trying to learn. But I figured it out. All right, what am I going to do here? What do I need to do? I'm going to go on top of this here. I'm going to take this. Go with white. I have the Animator Survival Kit. I do have that one. It's a good book. Trying to get better at fake bait. I've been watching that. Yeah, Marlon Bates guy. Trying my hand at making soft baits. There's also a guy, Creek Fishing Adventures. He just goes around to creeks and fishes. Hence the name. His stuff's pretty good. He's the one that got me using the crick hopper. It's basically like a cricket. And that's what I catch a lot of stuff on in creeks. There's someone, it's like we really don't untap the power of YouTube. Like I'm learning banjo, so YouTube lessons, free lessons, learning how to fish, YouTube. You could probably learn to do anything on YouTube. Just accumulate knowledge, how-to knowledge. I wouldn't recommend necessarily political or religious knowledge necessarily on YouTube. But for looking how to get a skill, YouTube's a great trade school. Noodling. I have not tried noodling. Noodling, I don't think I care to do that. You ever seen a big snapping turtle? March Hare's been noodling once. I could see why it would be adventurous getting out in the water and all that, but no thanks. When I was fishing with my nephew a couple months ago, he took me to a pond, and I was sitting there, and I heard something behind me in the woods. I was like, what is that walking in the woods? And it was a snapping turtle, so big that I heard it walking before I saw it. So no, thank you. This ain't cutting the mustard here. Bow fishing. Oh yeah, bow fishing might be fun. Legend has it your grandmother got a snapping turtle on the line. It pulled her into the fishing hole. She could let go. Caught a turtle. Well, a buddy of mine caught a turtle. It wasn't a snapping turtle. We were kids. Catch and release. Yeah, I do catch and release. Unless you're going to cook them and eat them. I want to go jug fishing again. That was fun. I haven't done that since I was a kid. I want to get a fishing kayak. Not to go jug fishing. That's not big enough. But because around here, you can't really go on any of the lakes without a boat. They don't allow bank fishing. So we're going to go out. That's why it's kind of hard to find a good spot around here. I don't have a boat. I mean, I don't want a boat. I just want a kayak. I just want to be able to get out on the water. What's your writing process like and how long does it usually take? Do you do a page of script for a page? Mine is pretty organic. I sit down and because I get a notebook and I write it by hand usually. I start with dialogue. And if there's a visual note that I want to remember, I'll jot it down. But it's usually dialogue driven. And it's not, my stuff isn't very wordy. But I just kind of how I do it. And then it changes as I go. It's always in flux until till the final lettering. So reserve the right to change things. So that's kind of how I do my second, third, and fourth drafts. Is like I write it down, and as I go, I'm thinking about it, and I might change something. So it's pretty organic. Hello, Cam. Kaipa ended up at mini pontoons. Did you get a mini pontoon? Well, it's supposedly great for brim. He wants a video from the fishing hole. Save. Oh. No mini pontoon. Probably be storage. to this. This. Sip and save. I'll save. I'm out of sips. No more sips. Okay. I feel like I'm getting close to the home stretch here with this. A bit, anyway. All right, March here. Aaron Lepresti is doing a store signing in Tennessee. I tried to convince him to attend Shearer Con the Fish Hall, but he's scared of southern humidity. Yep, just like that smash button, everybody. I may not keep all these white lines. I may fade them a bit. How much I might? I have not, Trench. I need my curve tool. My tomato plants, tomato pepper, and Venus flytrap are doing really well, by the way. I know you all were worried about them. Oh, there we go, over here. Exciting. That's right, kids. Be an artist. It's a life of never-ending excitement. Amaze your friends. I don't know if Maya is still used or not. Outside of my experience. Dog is not happy about something going on outside. He's keeping track of the neighborhood goings-ons. As dogs do. This would be the part in a popular YouTube video where there would be a cutscene and some crazy over-the-top commentary. To further solidify your ADHD and inability to focus for long periods of time. Sorry, I'm letting you all down. I'll try to do better in the future. I'm lying. I'm not going to try to do better. You all know what's up. All right. What am I doing? Oh, I needed to get this. That one, I think it was that one. Old and not hip. I never know what's up. It's okay. Whatever is up won't be up tomorrow, so it doesn't matter. The shelf life of up is very brief. We need to. How long have I been going? Oh, an hour and 24 minutes? Really? Gee whiz. Gee whiz. Might need to take a little break. In just a second. I also should make another layer for that. Add glow. Brooding Viking, hello. Extremely late to the stream, but good morning all. Brian, I got my books and they're awesome. Thank you for the great content. Well, I'm glad they got there okay. Thank you for your patience while I fulfilled that. I have a question for Kusmeti, if she's still here. Are you still here? All right. Then I will make another layer. Let me see here. Maybe. Okay. What your small little cheroot cigars? Which ones do you smoke? Is there a brand? I was looking at some the other day. but I've never bought any. There's that. There's that. Okay, let's get this. Just making little glowy things. All right, and then underneath that, I'll make another layer. So the white's on top, make an add glow, then add this, and then get the airbrush and oh, too much. Maybe it needs to be that. There we go. Make all these little lights, these lights, those lights. All right, is that all the lights? Perdomo makes a nice little Maduro area for the cheap but good shirts, like old Shenandoah bootlegged. Thank you. I was looking, I was like, I don't know what's good, what's not. This. I'll have to look into that then. All right, I'm getting close on this, but I need a break. Hour and a half is about the limit that of one sitting. Then you need to get up and refresh your brain a little bit. So anyway, thanks for hanging out. Be sure to like and subscribe. Go watch another video of mine. Find a short one. Go watch a 30-second, go through the 30-second art tip things. That I would have thought done better. But hey, you know what? Doesn't matter. You do whatever you want. Go check out Locals, ShearerTown.locals.com. Get this art. You can still get Gunship Thunder Punch in demand, by the way. GunshipThunderPunch.com. And something else, I don't know. All right, everybody. See you later. Be good. Peace out. Yada, 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 yada.